The Maeve Gold Saucer, where cheaters will get suplex and a dapper cactuar is the mascot. So you want to make some MGP, huh? My name is Fable, and today I'm going to show you some of the best ways to make MGP. Before I tell you the methods, there are two ways to make things easier. If you're a first lieutenant in your grand company and your squadron's level 50 or above, you can send them out to collect MGP VIP cards, increasing your payouts by 20%. You get 5 cards, which each lasts you for 2 hours, but you can only get them once a week. You can also ask your free company leaders to activate the Jackpot action, which lasts for 24 hours. Jackpot 1 increases your payouts by 5%, and Jackpot 2 increases it by 10%. There's also the Make It Rain seasonal event, which is a yearly event taking place at the end of May to mid-June. All the Gold Saucer payouts increase by 50% during this time, but I wouldn't wait on that. All the amounts mentioned will not have these bonuses included. Without further ado though, let's continue. First off, let's get the obvious one out of the way. Your weekly challenge log will provide you with easy tasks to complete. Getting this done will net you about 70,000 MGP every week, and you can usually get this done on the day that it resets. Joining the weekly task though is the fashion report, which might not be for you if you don't like spending gil. The fashion report requires you to match the weekly theme with various items. Everyone has to do the same challenge of same themes, so you will usually find the finished report on Reddit somewhere. These can get ridiculous and expensive though, with some previously dirt cheap items skyrocketing to millions in price. If you manage to get a rating of at least 80 points, you will receive an additional 50,000 MGP on top of your 10,000 MGP for participation. We also have the Jumbo Cacpot. It's a weekly lottery pool in which you can enter 3 4-digit number combinations at the cost of 600 MGP total. Of course, winning this isn't exactly easy, but the consolation prize usually makes up for the expenses of entering. Plus, if you show up early after the draw, you'll get a neat little bonus. After every daily reset, you can get 3 mini Cacpot scratch cards. There's a link in the description to a quote-unquote solver that can help you pick your best options. Once again, doing all 3 costs 600 MGP, but you can probably make that back. Info 1, 2, 3. To my knowledge, there are 4 relatively reliable methods to make MGP quickly, with each of them being different from the other. Method 1 is Triple Triad. There are several NPCs littered around Eorzea that you can challenge to a match. The most profitable ones are the ones that not only net you a little sum of MGP per victory, but also give you cards that you can trade in at the Gold Saucer for MGP. For example, the Idle Imperial in Azazla only plays during 9 PM to 8 AM server time, netting you about 124 MGP per victory, but can also get you the Tiamat card, which you can trade in for 800 MGP. Another well-known NPC people use to farm cards is the Idle Imperial in Mordona, which nets you 120 MGP per victory along with great cards to hand in. The Reddit user Woofgrind claims he's grinded 1 million MGP in a week only during this NPC non-stop. According to ODIN's Bazin Amitri, the weekly Triad tournament that has you battle NPCs nets him about 40,000 MGP as well, so that's worth looking into. Next up are the gate events in the Gold Saucer itself. They occur at the 15 and 45 minute mark over every hour. The events at the 45-minute mark will always be on the event stage, by the way. The 5 different events that you can participate in are as follows. Any Way the Wind Blows, which has you guess where to stand so you don't get blown off by a monster. Cliffhanger, which has you climb a structure and dodge bombs that knock you off to rescue a chocobo. Skin Change We Believe In, that makes you analyze appearance and pick out a different looking NPC. The Time of My Life has you mimic emotes from a certain race in an order. And finally, Vase Off has you sneak around patrolling NPCs to get to several locations. The event NPCs around the saucer can instantly teleport you to an event if you'd like to participate. Participation comes at a small price, of course, but the payouts are usually about 1,000 or 2,000 MGP if you win. A third method is Chocobo races. This method is a long-term payoff type of method though. You will gain MGP for finishing a race, in which if you land below the number 1 spot, you can also get a nice little bonus by the end, but it never beats out the number 1 spot though. Your Chocobo will also gain levels. You must train it with manuals and foods among different items to make it faster and better. Eventually, you will retire your Chocobo and set it up for breeding. Your newly bred Chocobo will inherit skills from the previous one, and so you can build up the ultimate Chocobo and progressively get to higher races, which means more payout. Eventually, races can net you up to 1,000 MGP per race. A user on Imgur reports that after investing 300,000 MGP and doing this for about a month, doing a few races every day, they created the ultimate racing Chocobo. Of course, the lower payout isn't all that bad either. Our last reliable method are the small mini games littered around the Gold Saucer. The ones we want to do are out on a limb and find our miner of Watcher. Grail Gaming has done a pretty good video explaining these, but the idea of both minigames is hitting a sweet spot with a rapid moving indicator. After your victory, you can double down to win more MGP. Losing means you lose the total amount you've gained though. Make your own choices, I'm not deciding which one you should go with. There are 2 other decent ways to gain MGP that are far more up to chance. Number 1 is your squadron itself. Many people have reported that their squadron brings back MGP after their mission. I haven't had this happen yet personally, so it's probably a little uncommon. The other way is Wanderer's Tales. When you hit level 60 and you've reached Idleshire, you will be introduced to Chloe. Chloe will hand you a new journal every week called the Wanderer's Tales, and no, that is not a typo or a little speech impediment on my part. In this journal, you will find 16 duties you may choose to complete. Completing any duty will unlock a sticker for your journal. This sticker will be completely randomly placed. After receiving 9 of these, you may hand in your journal to Chloe again before the weekly reset. Depending on the sticker placement, you may gain more than just the completion reward. Scoring 1 to 3 lines made by the stickers, you may choose more rewards. At level 60, getting a line means you can pick between 2 rewards. At level 70 though, you may choose between 3. I believe this also applies at the level 60 books, but one of the potential rewards are MGP cards that you can consume for, you guessed it, MGP. They come awarded in 3 variations. A single MGP gold card which gives you 30,000 MGP. The other reward is 2 platinum cards giving you 50,000 each, a total of 100,000, or 20 platinum cards of 50,000 each, giving you 1 million MGP. Obviously, this is rare and probably ends up being a 3-line reward. There's a 1 in 476 chance you may get those 3 lines, but you can change the odds a little bit if you use second chance. The second chance actions are a retry and shuffle. Retry lets you redo a duty, but please remember that the sticker you received from this is permanently placed in that week's journal, so it doesn't go away. It just means you can do a lower level dungeon again for an easy seal. And shuffling, which you can only do when the sticker count is between 3 and 7 and lets you shuffle the sticker placement on the journal. We still wonder where Chloe gets those million MGP cards from though. And that's it for the MGP farming methods. Obviously, whichever method you choose to do, I suggest not doing this non-stop like the triple triad grinder. You'll become bored instantly, and the Fenrir mount isn't worth the endless boredom. The Corpicor mount is though. Besides this, I do wish you the best of luck in your saucer ways. My name is Fable and I'd like to ask you to like this video and subscribe for more videos. Share it around with your MGP hungry buddies, and I hope to see you again soon.